Head over to miniaturemarket.com where they have thousands of board games at discounted prices like O.P Arena. Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today we're going to be in the arena, having a battle royal of absurd proportions. But it's not just any arena, it's going to be the Overpowered Arena. We're going to see all sorts of crazy characters like a lactose intolerant unicorn and a karate sausage and a pirate taco. This game is nuts, it's fun. Let me show you how it's played. I'll see you on the other side. In O.P Arena, there's different types of characters you'll be playing with. So you have monsters like the pirate taco, mythical, lactose intolerant unicorn, animal, baby seal, human, dad, a mech, or undead like the poltergeist. And all these have all sorts of crazy funny abilities. You're trying to be the first player to get to 30 points to win, and you'll get points by damaging and or killing other players' characters. So let's take a closer look at some of these characters. You'll typically have two of them in front of you at once. On your turn, you're simply going to roll the die, and then you are going to activate different things. Now, each character has sort of a basic damage that they can do. If I just rolled a 2, I could use either of these characters and just do a basic damage. Now, when you do damage, you'll simply take the damage of your type, your color. I'm red, if I have red gems and a red die, and I'll put it on a player's character, another one. Now, most all characters have a health of 7. Whenever they get 7 damage, they are dead. However, let's say that 2 damage actually made it so that there was 7 here. When this character died, a few things is going to happen. First of all, the player that did the dealing blow is going to get 3 points. Then the player that has the most damage on here will get 2 points, and the player who has the second most will get 1 point. And that's the main way you score points in the game. Then you would give the markers back to their respective players. This would get discarded, and then on the next player's turn, regardless if it's their turn or not, they'll be able to bring another mech from their hand of cards back into play. You'll typically have a hand of up to 3 cards of these different players. Some of these have ongoing abilities, like this one says, other players' damaged mechs cannot deal damage. So that's like a thing like that. Now that was just basic damage. However, if you roll dice equal to the numbers or higher, you can choose to do a special ability. And a lot of these are pretty funny. Like if you roll a 3 or more, you can, it's dad with hamburgers and french fries, you can turn on the light, which is kill a monster type or mythical dude in play. You just straight out kill it for that. Again, this is Overpowered Arena for a reason. If you rolled a 4 or higher, let's say a 5, I could remove shirt. No one wants to see this. Trust me. I love the flavor text in a lot of this. You do 2 damage to all other players' characters. Or if you activated pistolas, 5 or 4 or more, you do 3 damage each on up to 2 different players' characters. They call them dudes here. And Pirate Taco needs no flavor text. Now, some abilities have this exclamation mark. That's up here to remind you it's an ongoing ability. You may re-roll 1 time on your turn. If you do, you must take the second roll. So a lot of times you're either activating the special ability, hopefully, but if you get a bad roll, usually a basic ability. Now, this is sort of a power-up. If you roll a 3 or higher, you can do this. And then you would take this many tokens from the supply, 3. There's 2 types of tokens. One is a nerf, and essentially on your turn, you can place this on another player's ability. So essentially, someone might do this to me and I cannot use this power anymore. Now, you also have this shield where now if somebody wanted to nerf one of your powers, they spend a nerf and the shield goes away. Then if they want to spend a nerf on a future turn, they can block the power. Essentially, you're able to play 1 token on your turn just before you roll. Now, at the beginning of your turn, let's say we've got some damage on this from 2 different characters. You can discard somebody. You can discard this guy, and then you'll be able to put another one down because you pretty much always have 2. You can discard this one. Why would you do that? Well, if this ever gets to 7 damage, this player's going to die, and the one who did the winning kill is going to get 3 points, and then 2 points if they had the most. So someone could get like 5 points. However, if you discard this, each player is going to get 1 point for each damage. Blue's going to get 3 points, green's going to get 2 points. And strategically, this is good to do sometimes if the player that's in the lead of the game is about to possibly kill you, maybe go next turn. You don't want them to get the 5 points, so you'll make them get 3 instead, but you'll also be giving 2 points for the other player. And there's some interesting strategic reasons. Also, maybe at the same time, maybe this person's ability doesn't go well with the other characters on the table, and you can discard one of these at the beginning of your turn, then you'll always have 2, then you'll possibly use a token, then roll. At the end of your turn, after you've rolled and done the abilities, you can discard up to 2 cards from your hand, And then essentially you're going to draw back up to 3 cards. So essentially you're going to have a hand of cards that you're thinking about what to use on the next turns. Another reason why you might want to discard somebody at the beginning, because you might have a better one in your hand that you want to play. And I should mention that if you roll a die and you can't activate anything, you get a token from the supply. If you roll a die and it's a 1 and you don't get to do anything, you get to get 2 tokens from a supply. So if you roll really bad, you'll still get something. So to show you 3 more cards and some of the fun abilities, the lactose intolerant unicorn has flatulent rainbow blast. You roll a 4 or higher, all of the players' characters take 1 damage. Also, each other player must discard a token from their pool if able. Mesmerizing prance. You kill any monster or steal an animal, including tokens and damage, and put it in play for yourself. This is one of the few times you can have more than 2 characters in front of you. The baby seal, the power of cute. I love this. This tells you usually that there's an ongoing thing going on. When any player rolls a 5 or 6, you gain a token from the supply. Or you can snuggle, kill any monster or undead in play. It's so cute. I can't stand it. Squee! Love that. Sentient Cave of Death. This is kind of cool. Again, this tells you that there's some ongoing ability, cannot be killed or take damage. Sorry, you cannot kill a cave. That's awesome. 1 is a disastrous attraction. When any other player rolls a 1, kill one of their non-mech characters. So that's sort of the different abilities there. And there's a total of 84 cards in the game. All right, well, there's O.P Arena. For me, I like this game because it is just pure fun. I mean, you're gonna be laughing, giggling, having fun. It's just a light sort of dice chucker. Just enjoy the company you're in, enjoy the silliness that's sort of been baked into the game. It's just pure fun. The different types of characters is cool, whether it's, you know, animals or mechs or, you know, all sorts of different things. So I like, and some of those classes do different things to different classes of characters and things like that, so keeps things fresh. The quantity of characters, there's tons of them in the game, all with unique artwork and unique powers, funny powers, and there's a lot of them there. Sure, if you play the game a ton of times, you're gonna see the same characters, but it doesn't matter, because depending on when a character is out, it changes sort of what it does and how much you like it depending on who else is out. And so that sort of difference of what's on the table plays into the sort of puzzliness of it. Now, about the funny abilities, which I do love, like the you know, that lactose intolerant, the unicorn with the flatulence, or the dad lifting up his shirt, like hilarious. Now those are really funny, and you're gonna laugh at them the first 2 or 3 times you see them, and then afterwards, sure, the jokes get a little old, but it doesn't, for me, make the game less fun. It's just, sure, I've seen this guy, I like him, now what can he do? Maybe you get a little bit more serious about what what they do, but it didn't take it away after seeing it more than a few times, because sure, the initial shock factor and laughing of what it does might go away or dwindle, but it still didn't make it didn't take the fun out of the game, which some people had thought might happen in this game, but it didn't. I like that you're comboing together your characters versus the other characters that are out on the board, because you can discard characters at the beginning of your turn, and you might want to get one that maybe more fits what else is going on. Like if you have a character that does something special against mechs and nobody else has a mech out, you might want to discard a character, and it gives you the flexibility to do that, which I like. And when you're discarding characters, another interesting decision is, if you have some damage on your character, do you want to discard it or keep going? You know, because if you keep going and you get hit, the person who dealt the dealing blow is going to get 3 points, and whoever did the most is going to get 2 points. Whoever did the second most is going to get a point. So if somebody dealt the deadly blow and they had the most damage points on you, they're going to get 5 points. But it might be better for you just to discard the character. Let's say they have 3 damage from one player and 3 damage from another player. Well, if the player that was gonna probably beat you, because they're next, is higher in the score total, they're in the lead, you might want to just discard your character and give both people 3 points, because you know what, the one who's in the lead is going to get 3 instead of probably 5, and the other one that's also going to get 3 instead of 1, well, they're further back and we don't care. So, and plus, maybe I also want to get rid of this character anyways, because it's not doing a whole lot with what's on the table. And I like that added another level of depth as to, should I discard this character at the beginning of the turn? Let me look at the points, let's look what's out there. And there is a little bit of thickiness there that I liked, a little bit of strategy, you know, deeper strategy there. Changing your characters often, because they're getting killed or you're discarding them, keeps the game fresh. You're going through that deck of cards, and I like that you're constantly getting new characters on every turn or every other turn, things like that. This essentially is like a gamer's party game. Now, granted, it's not hard to figure out. You could probably easily play this for people that aren't gamers, but I think gamers will enjoy the sort of the meta of it all and things like that. It's essentially a light filler party game, which does have a little bit of hidden depth if you want to look for it there. On the negative side, this definitely is not for those that want to take the game seriously. I mean, like, it's really not. If you're going to want to be rules lawyering and seeing what every ability comes out, you know, it says in the rules, don't read every ability when a card comes out. It's just play and just experience the game, see what the things do. If you play it like that, you're gonna have a lot of fun. If you have someone that, no, I need to know everything that comes out, everything, and they're taking it too seriously, this is not the game for them. Also, it's random, you're rolling dice. Now granted, if you roll low and you don't get to do things, you'll get some things back. But the randomness and surprised by abilities that not everyone kind of knew about might not be for everybody. But I would say if you're looking for a fun, light filler with a little bit of strategy there, to have some fun, to laugh, to play in between other games, I think this is definitely one that's very unique and definitely creates memorable moments, and this is Overpowered Arena. Did you miss the Game Topper 2.0 Kickstarter? Have no fear, it's not too late to get in on the ultimate gaming accessory. Convert your table into a high-quality gaming table with a fully portable Game Topper system and take advantage of some of the best 3mm premium gaming mats in the industry. New styles, new sizes, and new accessories can be yours. Upgrade every game you play by late backing now at GameToppersLLC.com.